We're gonna get through this. Together.
What's up? It's your boy Ghosty. We're back again with a kind of a sour update today. First off, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving with your families. This kind of story has been blowing around online over the past few days. Melissa Barrera, who plays Sam Carpenter, the daughter of Billy Loomis in the past two Scream movies, was fired from her role as Sam for some quote-unquote controversial comments about the Israel-Hamas war that's currently going on. I'm not going to dive too specifically into all of that. That's not what you're here for. It is impossible to talk about, politics and that stuff without... It's a little bit hard to not talk about it while talking about the subject, but I'm going to do my best to just kind of keep it on topic and kind of talk about the story that's happening here, and kind of keep my personal thoughts and opinions to myself. This is just really not the place for that. But anyway, so she made some quote-unquote controversial comments about the Israel-Hamas war, which, when you look at what was actually said, isn't all that crazy. I'm gonna pull this up now. Here is what I tried to look for something like crazy, but that was said. But I noticed that she posted some other things on her Instagram story. She's really only active on Instagram as far as I know. I didn't really find anything on Twitter or anywhere else. But so anyway, we come together as artists and advocates, but most importantly as human beings, witnessing the devastating loss of life and unfolding horrors in Palestine and Israel. Please join us in demanding Congress and the President of the United States and other world leaders call for an immediate de-escalation and ceasefire in Gaza and Israel before another life is lost. We must end the bombing of Gaza, secure the safe release of all hostages, and demand adequate access for humanitarian aid to reach the people that desperately need it. Call your reps. Read our letter at artistsforceasefire.org. Okay. She was fired for that. That is the most ridiculous thing that I have ever seen or heard in my entire life. This was the statement put out by Spyglass Media as to why they let her go for these comments. Spyglass Media says Melissa Barrera was fired from Scream due to rhetoric that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech. This is from Variety, so it's a reputable news source when it comes to movies and entertainment stuff. Spyglass Media Group initially declined comment when Variety broke the news that the company had dropped Melissa Barrera from the cast of Scream 7. But now the production banner behind the hit horror franchise revival is pushing back on the narrative that has quickly ceased around the decision that Barrera was fired. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Instead, a spokesperson clarifies that Barrera's posts were interpreted as anti-Semitic. Huh? That's anti-Semitic? Are you out of your fucking mind? Spyglass stance is unequivocally clear. We have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or the incitement of hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech, a Spyglass spokesperson tells Variety. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? This is anti-war. I don't want people to die in this war. Is anti-Semitic? What world are we living in? This is weird. This is just fucking strange. But it didn't stop there. It did not stop there. So, regardless of how you feel about the situation, personally, in your own personal opinion, I think we can all agree that what she said was not hate speech whatsoever, and I'm still baffled that this is the reason why they let her go. But it didn't stop there. It did not stop there. Shortly thereafter, it was rumored that Jenna Ortega was also going to be leaving over this. Now, there's been conflicting reports. Here's an article from Deadline. Jenna Ortega not returning for Scream 7 due to Wednesday shooting schedule. Okay. There have been rumors going around for months that she was going to have a very limited role, if one at all, because of the one that Wednesday season 2 is shooting around the same time, and the conflict of schedule was going to make her have a limited role anyway. But after this comes out, suddenly she is let go from the project. She says, "Nah, I'm out of here. I don't want nothing to do with this." Kind of interesting timing. Maybe it's true. Maybe she was never signed on at all. Maybe she told them months ago. As we all know, there has been a strike going on. So maybe a few months ago, she knew already that she wasn't going to be able to do it. But I think the timing is very, very, very fishy, very weird. I think it's likely that she was going to have a limited role anyway, if she was going to be in it at all. And this just kind of pushed her over the edge. These two sisters have been great together in the movie. Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega have been great together. They have great chemistry on screen together. So having one without the other kind of feels empty. Like we really haven't really gotten to see like too much of Gail without Dewey and Sydney. We did a little bit in Scream 6, but she had a very limited role. And what the little bit she was asked to do, it was fine. But still, it's kind of feels like something's missing without Sydney and Dewey with Gail. But anyway, so now you've lost your two leads for this movie, and fans on social media have been losing their minds over this. Evil dies tonight!
Evil dies tonight!
The past few days, some justifiably, some are just crazy. I've seen things like, I'm not gonna post anything, but I've seen things like, "Oh, I'm boycotting the movie. We should This is a problem that we have in today's society, with people on social media telling you how you should feel about something, how you should act to something, how you should react to something, and you're not a fan if you don't do this, blah, 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 blah." See, many people say, "I'm going to boycott this movie. Everybody should boycott this movie. Nobody should support this movie." Hold the fuck on. Settle the fuck down for a second. What are you saying? What exactly are you trying to say? Who are you not wanting to support? Okay, if you're someone who says, "Hey, you know what? I was really invested in the Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera characters, the story, and now I'm kind of checked out. I really don't care where it goes now." Okay, I understand. That's fair. But now I'm seeing people say things like, "I'm boycotting the movie. Nobody should support this movie." Well, what the fuck are you saying? What are you saying? This decision was likely made by one person, one executive in Spyglass that you've never heard of or never seen. Someone put their name on a piece of paper in front of you and you looked at it, you would say, this means absolutely nothing to me. There are hundreds of people that work on these movies. Hundreds. Hundreds. Go watch the end credits of any movie, and you will... Hundreds of people. You know what the difference is? The executive that made this decision is set up for life. Generational wealth. The people that are actually making the movie, that are on set, breaking their backs over this, day in and day out, outside of, the director, the producer, the top names on the bill, on the poster with the actors. There are tons of crew that work on these movies that bank on these paychecks, that aren't getting paid the big money like Jenna Ortega is. And those, you saying you're gonna boycott the movie because of this is crazy. There are tons of people who are banking on this movie, that need this movie to survive. Right? So if you are someone that is saying that you are not going to support this movie for that reason because you're just mad about it, and settle the fuck down. Stop it. Put your phone down. Go outside. Touch some grass for an hour. Do something. Do something. Because that's just fucking insane. So there is really no right in the situation in my eye. Well, Melissa Barrera didn't do anything wrong. So should she have been fired? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She absolutely did nothing wrong. And shout out to Jenna Ortega, who is one of the biggest actresses in Hollywood at this current time, for sticking up for a co-star. But we've had this problem before with Spyglass 6 that just came out this year. Was the first movie without Neve Campbell, aka Sidney Prescott, who has carried this franchise up to this point. Now, I'm personally someone who, even before Scream 5 came out, said that I was okay with passing the torch and letting new characters kind of take over the reins. Not in this way. Not in a way where we don't get, Sydney does not get her ending that she deserved. She has carried this franchise, and there was an issue over pay dispute. But the rumor is now that they want her to come back. The rumor going around now is that they want her to come back. They want Patrick Dempsey from Scream 3 to come back. It's a mess. This whole situation is a mess. Well, what if Neve says, you know what, thanks but no thanks. I kind of did my my time with this franchise, and I seen how you treat the actor. I seen how you treat Melissa Barrera, and kind of reminiscent of how you treated me. So I really just have no interest in coming back. Now what? Now where do we go from here? The Scream franchise is in big trouble right now. The Scream franchise is in big trouble right now. And it's a shame, because up to this point, this has been one of the most consistent franchises in horror that we've had in terms of returning characters, story. There's been no crazy going off the rails, Halloween resurrection bullshit. It's pretty much stayed the course. Whether you like every movie or not you don't have to like every movie in the franchise. I'm not the biggest fan of Scream 3, but if that's the worst movie in your horror franchise, then your franchise is doing pretty good. Your franchise is doing pretty good, but everything about this says Trainwreck is on the way. Trainwreck is on the way. So now they are currently the writers from Scream 5 and Scream 6 were rehired to do this script for Scream 7. And now they have to scrap everything that they already wrote, take it up, throw it in the trash, and reboot it and rewrite it. Who is going to want to sign on to this project? This project is in pre-production hell. Is in pre-production hell, and it's a shame, really. I hope that we can get this corrected. Personally, I really liked, up until this point, I did really like Scream 5 and Scream 6. But seeing what's going on here, I think it would be best for them to scrap this movie, scrap it for now, put it on the shelf, let it sit for a while, maybe sell the rights to a different company, and see if we can get Scream 7 made the way it was supposed to be. I'm someone, like I said, I'm someone who personally believes, like, Neve Campbell, she's been great. She has carried this franchise for so many years. But it's okay to wrap a story up and let new characters come in and develop, or not make another movie. I know that's controversial because horror movie is just sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel. But it's okay to let stories end. But if we're going to continue, and we can do it without Neve Campbell, you had set it up perfectly. You had set it up perfectly for a new generation to get into this franchise and for new characters to take it over. Jenna Ortega is one of the biggest stars in Hollywood right now. Look, we got Wednesday coming out. After Scream 5, she went to X. She went into X, which I was late to. I just saw that in October this year. Loved it. Great movie. She's great in it. She went on to do Wednesday. She's doing Beetlejuice too. So she is in no shortage of work. You had the biggest star in Hollywood in the bag, and you fumbled it. Spyglass fumbled the bag. Fumbled the screen bag. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what the right answer is for this. I guess that'll be a whole separate video for another day. But I would love to know what you guys think. Comment below and let me know. Follow me on all my social media: Merciless Ghosty, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I know this is a pretty lengthy rant, but I've been upset about this for a couple days. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna do more videos like this soon. I'm gonna be more consistent with uploading. I know I've said that a bunch, and I haven't, but I'm really making an effort to. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys soon. Peace. I'm out of here.